everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice. This is the day that the Lord has made. And what we going to do? We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. And I tell you, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa, and I got to rejoice in spirit. Why? Because I have a dear brother, dear man of God that's in the studio with me today that is literally changing the wardrobe game. What you mean, Telisa? When you think of custom wardrobe, there is no other name should you think of other than RJ's Custom Clothier. Pastor Roosevelt Jackson Jr. specializes in custom clothing for ladies and men. They specialize in the finest suiting and shirting fabrics this side of heaven. Will you welcome me, the one and the only Pastor Jackson? Hello there, Pastor.
Good morning, Dr. Franklin. How are you?
I am amazing. I have no complaints. God's good to me.
Yes, he is. Both of us.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So, Pastor, I am so grateful every time I see you. For one thing, you're going to be clean, right? You're going to say clean the clothes. You're going to be clean from head to toe. How important is it for a man to dress well?
I think it's extremely important. A couple of reasons. One, you basically dress how you feel. Mm-hmm. Normally, sometimes people dress when they're down, they dress down. But when they're feeling real excited, real good, they dress well. But I posed a question and a statement that when you're feeling down, sometimes you need to dress your best because sometimes that can help change your spirit, change your feeling, and makes you feel better.
Right. And one thing I've seen you is you've always been dressed. You've always speaking life. I don't care what situation. So tell our listeners and our viewers, who is Roosevelt Jackson Jr.?
Well, Roosevelt Jackson Jr. is a native of Memphis. Of course, I was born in November 30th, 1968. So I'm 56, about to turn 57. Come my household pastor. My late father, Pastor Roosevelt Jackson, pastored churches here in Memphis, from Full View Baptist Church in Bartlett, Golden Gate Baptist Church, when it was in North Memphis.
Yes.
Mount Calvary, Mount Calm Baptist Church in Mississippi, Rising Sun Baptist Church, and even Great Springfield Baptist Church in Bolivar, Tennessee. And then he's, in his death, he was pastoring New St. Paul Baptist Church. It was in West Memphis, which is right across the bridge. Pastored about 23 years before he died, September the 1st. On me and my wife, a 1-year wedding anniversary, he died on our wedding anniversary day. So we married in September 2007. My dad died in September 2008. My mother's still living. She's a member of Greater Amarai Church in Memphis. And so I have total 5 siblings. Then I have a stepsister and 2 stepsisters. My brother was known for football at Whitehaven, Michael Jackson, so they call him Thriller. And so I got 2 older sisters. I've got a younger brother as well. And so his name was Michael and my name Roosevelt, but they asked and my younger brother's name Marlon. Uh-huh. So they asked me why they didn't name me Tito. And so consequently, grew up in Lakeview Gardens area, Memphis. We used to live in Dixie Home years ago. And then we moved to Lakeview Gardens. God blessed my father, pastoring and bivocational pastor, working a regular job as well. And my mother was working. So my dad wasn't a full-time per se pastor at that time. He just pastored and worked a job, and brought up 5 children. Back then, there was a lot of children. Still, today, that's a lot.
Yes.
And so I went to Commons Elementary, ended up going to Manor Lake once we moved to Lakeview, graduated, went to Junior High School, and then graduated one of the best schools in Memphis, Whitehaven High School, class of 1987. That's a free shout out. Then went to State Tech, and then later on to theological school, Temple Bible College in Cleveland, Ohio, and then got my bachelor's in biblical studies through International College of Ministry. So out of these years, I accepted my call on the first Sunday, February the 9th of 1989. So I've been preaching 36 years, be going on 37 years. and God has blessed my ministry. And then, of course, in that transition, in the professional, I was at Cadillac in Memphis almost 14 years. So I retired automobile industry and now open up a custom tailor shop where we specialize in doing made-to-measure clothing, kind of fast-forwarding. Then also, I'm a minister on staff with N.H. Owens Funeral Home. And also we own RJ Transportation Service where we provide luxury transportation service. So God has been extremely good to me.
You know, I'm listening.
Let me tell you about my wife too. So we've been married 18 years. My wife works for Methodist Hospital. She's an earned doctorate. She's extremely well. She's been in medical. She was on Methodist Hospital over 30 years now. So we don't have any kids, but we love people, love God, love children. And now God has blessed me, and I'm sure we'll talk about that later about my new pastorate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to celebrate you for celebrating your wife publicly,
Yes.
right? Because a lot of times I see successful men never really celebrate their spouse.
Yes.
So that says a lot about your heart. Because you know y'all together, y'all better together,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And I always tell people, anybody know me in church, I can't celebrate the man of God without celebrating the woman of God.
That's
and
right.
this is a free note for some of my sisters out here. Don't you love the pastor no more than you don't love the first lady. That's a side note. I'm just telling you. It'll bless your life if you love her. So, but here you are. Your father was a pastor. You've been doing preaching all your life. But one thing I love that your dad was, he didn't rely on the church to take care of his lifestyle, right?
You're right.
A lot of times people get it twisted when they say, well, the pastor, I got to take care of me. No, you already came into this with some things on your own. You understood that, yes, I love pastoring, but I also need to make sure I have my own. So that's why you have the transportation service. That's why you own staff at N.H. Owens Funeral Home. That's why you have RJ's Clother. Help people understand when you see pastors that has pastorship, but also have their own businesses that still have other ways of making income.
Well, I think so many people use excuses why they don't come to churches because they've always said preachers got all the money, but you never see preacher raising the money. You never see the preacher counting the money. So this misconception, I think people will use whatever instigation that they have, and then they got imagination because they don't have true information. And I think when they have this imaginative theory about the church and the man of God and the woman of God, I think they and that's just a trick of the enemy. But most pastors are bivocational pastors. There's only a small percentage of churches in the country that's able to literally take care of their pastor.
Yes.
And so most pastors work, and that's why they shouldn't. They should be feeding the flock of God. So it's hard. And you look at so many successful ministries, and the reason why some guys are so successful is because they have taken time off to spend time. When you work in a bivocational job, it's hard for you to really spend some quality. But I've been able to manage it, spend some quality with God and spend some time meditating and studying. And so I think we need to change the mentality and not look at, you don't bless the pastor based upon his needs. You always bless him based upon your need. And so even Paul alludes that in 4th chapter of Philippians. Not that I desire account, but that it may abound in your grace, more grace may abound in your account. And so what happens is they look at what a pastor has, not knowing they see his glory, but they really don't understand his story. They don't understand what he's gone through. They don't understand the attacks that a pastor goes through. That is one pastor, but you got 200 congregants, that 200 different personalities, 200 different persons that you've got to deal with differently. Someone you got to be tough on. Somebody else you got to be sensitive on.
Right.
You got to be spiritual, able to discern that person's spirit so that you want, because sometimes people can leave church off something as minor as how you said something to them.
Yes. You know, there has been times I had somebody that was very upset that I didn't hug them, right? And what was happening, you know, you running and you moving, and so I missed one hug, and they took it as if I was being funny. I was like, if you really know me, I hug everybody, right? But you got to be sensitive, and that's when you got to understand, I just tried to make it right. And so as a pastor, sometimes we don't all get it right at the first time, but God gives us wisdom to go back and get it right. Yes. And here you are now, fast forward, the Lord has blessed you to lead you're now the third senior pastor of the Mount Zion Baptist Church in the Bay, y'all, 1621 Dalewood in the Fraser community as of August the 1st. It wasn't no April Fool's Day, y'all. It was for real, for real.
April 1st.
April 1st, yeah. Right. Because you know April 1st is April Fool's Day.
Oh, yeah,
right?
That's right, that's right.
But it wasn't no April Fool's Day. It was the real deal.
Yeah, that's right, don't play.
So, here you are, pastoring. Tell our people how they should want to come and visit your church. And we're going to talk about the clothing, but I want to make sure we put ministry forefront. Because somebody may be looking for a pastor with a great heart.
Believe it or not, I had a young lady to join church Sunday. I met her at our restaurant where we bump into each other.
Yeah.
Big bag breakfast.
Yes, Lord.
So her and her mother they was from Mississippi. They moved to Memphis. And she was saying, and I'm so always been driven about that, to ask people what church you're associated with. Mm-hmm. And I'm not into church membership stealing. I believe church grows by new growth. I don't want to try to lure other pastors' sheep over to my fold, because there's enough sheep that God will give me to shepherd over and to feed.
Absolutely.
And so.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
Telisa
Show
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In every heartbeat, there's a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa Show.
I don't have no problem with none of that. But they have pulpit committees. They have, and they go through their own way of doing things. Like Romans chapter 10 says, they have been ignorant of God's righteousness, gone to establish their own righteousness, and have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. Many churches literally don't submit to God and pray and ask God to assign a pastor. And my dad always told me that if you go where God assigns you, you will grow where God assigns you. So, but 5 to 7 years ago, the Holy Ghost says you're not going to have to do that. At the same time, he was telling me, the Holy Ghost was telling the pastor that was shepherding those people the same thing. And God was putting me in his spirit to come to succeed him. Wow. So he left on a sabbatical. He had me to come preach for his congregation. And I preached for about 4 Sundays. My good friend, he's gone on to be with the Lord now, Pastor Ricky Floyd, came on one Sunday. He called and said, man, you better get back to your church. The Jackson's going to mess around and take it. But I didn't know God had put him in me in his spirit, the pastor's spirit. His name is H.P. Washington Jr.
Yes, I love him.
And so he left. And he said, just a week ago, he said, you were supposed to have my church then, but I didn't listen to God. He said, I allowed people to talk me back to coming back. He said, I was supposed to have been gone 5 to 7 years ago. He didn't know that God had spoke to me and told me, but I didn't know God had put my name in his mouth. And so when this happened, God had him, when he was making a transition, he made a recommendation and church received his recommendation. Another thing, too, is people don't understand it. Kind of piggyback to that earlier statement about I took to church, and honestly, I don't receive a salary, but I'm giving it a 5-star ministry, just as it is, because I believe God sends sometime. God can bless you in Lodabar.
Yeah, so, hold that thought. I need y'all that thought. Hey, I'm Telisa. We'll be right back after this. This is a great conversation with the Pastor Roosevelt Jackson. Y'all, let me tell you something. This is good. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's a
Show.
story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Talisa Show.
It's time for an upgrade. Let's upgrade your skincare routine. If you suffer from acne scars, dark spots, or severe hyperpigmentation, you need the Tones by Coco Brightening Moisturizer, Rapid Dark Spot Corrector, and you have to try our Kojic Acid Sea Moss Soap. These products work so fast, you can see results in just 7 days. You have to try. Shop now and get 10% off your first order at tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr. Telisa
heartbeat, there's a
Show.
story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Talisa Show.
Hey y'all, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa. This conversation was getting right? So Pastor was saying something and I want to pick up. He said, in the word, he will bless you in Lodabar. Finish that.
He will bless you in Lodabar, a place of drought. And as I received the assignment, I was already up for 2 other churches. And the other churches would have been more people with a salary, with a better situation that was in my neighborhood that I grew up, that people was out of church, that I was dreaming to get back to in that neighborhood, in the Whitehaven, Lakeview Gardens area. But the Holy Ghost says, you can go down there and pastor them. He said, but you're not going to do a great work because that's not what I'm sending.
Ooh.
He said, go where I send you and I'm going to grow you right where I send you. And so consequently, I made the call. And when it happened, the pastor that recommended me never told me that he was going to do it on the Sunday that I went to church. I just went to preach for him, just as a casual preaching sake.
Right.
My wife came, my father-in-law came, my mother-in-law and brother and sister-in-law came. All of them came. And when he did it and recommended me and church accepted, they cried, he cried, I cried, and my wife looking at me like, when were you going to tell me this?
Right.
I didn't know.
Thinking you hid
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know this.
I've been like, now, baby, you know I want to put on some, but I want this outfit on and this outfit on.
I'm trying to tell you, I went 2 weeks before I accepted the call. 2.5, almost 2.5, 3 weeks before I accepted the call. Because I wanted to make sure it was God that was sending me. And so I called the pastor, Washington. I said, man, are they raising sand? Because, you know, when you do something like that, people are going to start acting up. He said, no, they said they waiting on you.
What?
What you mean they waiting on me? He said, yeah, Doc, they waiting on you. It's a done deal. So the ball is in your court now. Now, I got to talk to God and hear God and saying, this is where you're supposed to go. And these other churches are looking at me. I can go to a church of prominency with financial stability, or go to a church where they need my help. And God
I think you're
is
blessing somebody, because I know you showed up blessing me.
See, sometimes pastors and preachers overlook God can turn your one man cup of sorrow will be another man cup of tea.
Yes.
So somebody can look down and think, and I had pastors call me and say, man, that's going to be a tough job. But I tell you, I sleep better, I feel better, because these people that God is, these sweet people that God at Mount Zion Baptist Church of Frazier, God is allowing me to shepherd, receive the word that I'm giving every Sunday with excitement.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if it's 50 people, they know I'm gonna be there. If it's 2, when they was going through transition, of course, some of the members followed the pastor to the new church. So I started with about 21 members, and those 21, I preached to those 21 that I started with, just like I preached to 5,000.
Wow.
And I serve them just like I'm serving 5,000 people. I'm there on time. I'm doing all I can. I'm building a team now slowly. I'm in a year of observation. I'm observing our congregation, listening to God in the direction he's taking me.
Yes.
But in Frazier, the building has some issues, but God is letting us tackle them one thing at a time. God said that I'm going to send some people over to you. And this is what the Holy Ghost got, and he's my friend, God rest his soul. God says what Pastor Floyd did not get a chance to finish. God said, I'm going to send you, and I planted you in the Frazier to take where he left off and move it. And when I'm finished, somebody else is going to take it from me.
And you know, whatever I can do to support the work, I'm there, because if anybody knew my twin, Pastor Ricky D. Floyd, he had a heart for the Bay.
He was a client of mine too, and a friend.
Oh yeah, because you had him clean, because he believed in being clean all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about, so what time is your church services on Sunday? Before I need somebody to know that, because somebody may be riding down the road and say, I'm going to go to that man's church Sunday. What time is the service?
At Mount Zion Baptist Church, first of all, we located at 1621 Dalewood Avenue, right across the street from Frazier, where they're building a new Frazier High School. And we right off Watkins, in between Watkins and Whitney Road on Dalewood Avenue. We begin every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m., 9:30. When actually we're about to start Sunday school at 8:30. So we're in this transition as well. But our morning worship starts each and every Sunday at 9:30.
Listen, go visit a true man of God. So here you are, Pastor, you're pastoring. But not only that if there is somebody that need quality transportation for the loved one's funeral, or what, kind of talk about the transportation service.
RJ's transportation, for me being a minister on staff at N.H. Owens Funeral Home on Scott Street, which is the oldest African-American funeral home in Memphis. A lot of people don't know, but N.H. Owens is the oldest African-American funeral home, still owned by the Owens
They took care
family.
of plenty of my family members.
Yes, and so they provide excellent service, and but would be assisting them in services when people don't have family members that have a preacher, they're not a part of a church family, or if they are, but they can't get in touch with their pastor, then what I do is I step in and I help assist in doing the services and everything like that, from preaching to running the service and so forth. But God led me a little over 2 years ago. I was noting we was always have to use vehicles, get somebody vehicles, or had to rent a vehicle from some other companies. So the Lord said, okay, I said, I'll invest in a car.
Yeah.
So I started investing in a car. So it was so busy, I had to get a second car.
Yes.
And so I run for quite a few funeral homes, Brother Ford Canale Funeral Home, Brother Ed Ford, E.H. Sons, of course, for us at N.H. Owens, for Millington Funeral Home, Johnson and Scott, Skeeter Robinson Funeral Home in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So I'm all, my brother-in-law them owns Anthony Funeral Home in West Memphis, so I'm with Anthony Funeral Home. So many different funeral homes that call me on a regular basis here in Memphis vicinity, in Memphis, Arkansas, Tennessee area that we provide. So we also provide not only luxury transportation to funerals, but we do weddings, proms, date night out, couples night out. So we can get this. So that's RJ Transportation Service. They have the Instagram page. They can go to Instagram, RJ Transportation Services Incorporated Instagram page. And they can see that, as well as RJ's Custom Clothiers as well.
So you got the transportation. Let's go to the clothier. I know you have dressed so many notable people like Pastor Ricky D. Floyd, and not only him, you dress even if they're not pastoring. You dress all men and all women. Kind of talk about that. What a person should ask when they come into you. What all the different services that you can offer them right now.
We do made-to-measure clothing, custom made-to-measure clothing. We got 3 companies that we deal with all across the world, from England to Hong Kong to we got a couple of companies in the United States that we do have clothing made by. We do offer some of the finest fabrics. Our suits are full canvas, made to measure, so we actually take concise measurements. I stick a pin in one of the guys that was instrumental in me being in the custom business, and he's in the custom, CJ Clarence Jones.
Okay.
CJ, he's been on News 3. He's been doing clothing for much longer than I have, but he's was the person that inspired me to get into the business. And I started off only doing custom shirts, and later on I expanded to doing custom suits. So now we do custom overcoating. So we do cashmere overcoat for ladies that want overcoat, a special overcoat. We do a parka wool. We do a very large selection of cashmere colors. We do red, white, green, navy blue, royal blue. We do a variety of stuff. We do it. If you follow us on Instagram, RJ_S Custom Clothiers, and follow us, you will see a lot of what we do as relates to clothing. And so we've been at the location that we at 3479 Poplar Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38111. Our telephone number is 901-324-1150, 901-324-1150. You can reach us. We're right at the intersection of Poplar and Highland, right where Buster's, most people say, but they know what Buster and Jason Deli is. So we provide ladies, we do A-line skirts. We coming out with a new knit fabric that ladies be able to get knits. Instead of buying all the expensive St. John, you can bring one of your St. John dresses. Well, we don't do dresses. We do 2-piece suits. So we do skirts and jacket. But you can bring it in, and I can almost have fabric close to that. We can do a made-to-measure. So instead of spending that kind of money on a St. John or something that knit, we offer custom made-to-measure. So, so he inspired me to do that. So God opened up that door. I retired from Cadillac and Mercedes-Benz on Poplar in 2011, the car business as a whole, and opened up this store September 7th. So we just celebrated 14 years in business.
Such a blessing.
Yes.
And I tell you, if you ever sold cars, you got a different hustle. I sold cars.
Really? Okay.
But yeah, I was number 2 every year. Early on, I was very young when I sold cars. But it taught me something. It taught me how to work. It taught me how to hustle. It taught me how to go out there and get it. So that's something. So I want y'all to understand that we have Pastor Roosevelt, that's not only the proud pastor of Mount Zion in Fraser. He's not only the proud business owner of a transportation service. He's not only proud to make sure he helped N.H. Owens and all these other funeral homes, but more so he's a clothier. Here, I know many parents, many people are getting ready now, gearing up for weddings. Yes. They're getting up for prom. What services do you offer for them?
We offer wedding consulting that I have American Tuxedo that they, right on Poplar, that can't do a lot of larger guys. So they send a lot of guys to me, and I give them kudos because they send a lot of people to me. I'm doing a wedding. We do custom lining. So I got a client now that is doing a wedding. He actually gets married October 4th. His garment is on his way to us now. We did a custom lining with him and his fiance did some pre-marriage wedding pictures.
Uh-huh.
So we took the pictures and actually made them a lining of him and her together. She doesn't know it yet. So when he goes to the wedding, he opens up his jacket. It's going to have his and her pictures on it. So those are some things that we offer. We do the whole groomsman and his men. We take care of that. We have the clothes pressed and brought them to the wedding. In the garment bags, we have custom garment bags too that we're able to do. So we got a plethora of things that we're able to do. From shirting, if you still wearing masks, we can make your mask matching your shirt. We do shirts and matching custom neckties.
Yes.
We can make your suit fabric, same fabric of your the necktie from your suit fabric as well. So I had on one Sunday. They went and ranting and raving about it. So if you look at our Instagram page, go to Instagram or Facebook, RJ's Custom Clothiers. RJ's are Custom Clothiers, and you will see what all we do. We've done clothing for so many people, from Sheriff Bonner, Mary Harrington, Pastor Keith Norman, so many people. Tito Jackson, which is gone on to be with the Lord. We did made clothes for him. I make them for Don D.C. Curry in Atlanta, Uncle Arrow, Congressman Charles Rangel. I've done for Mr. Thomas Long. So we've got a plethora of Dr. Melvin Charles Smith.
Yes.
Is a good client of mine. So we do a very large amount of clients here in Memphis and across the globe. From Los Angeles, I got them all over across the globe. And so God has been extremely good to me. He's extremely good to my family. And I thank God after all the ups and downs I've had in my ministry life, my personal life, the attacks I've had that I had to endure, misunderstanding. I had a guy tell me, God said I was arrogant. I said, why? I said, he's got misinformation because I'm not arrogant. I said, anybody know me, I laugh and joke on life at the
With
party.
everybody.
I'm act crazy. I mean, that's my preaching style. That's the way I do. But you don't know me, so you don't, and some people don't even come to my store because of what somebody said. Yeah. But that's all right. God is just
they miss out.
Oh, yeah.
I tell people they miss out. People say, oh, baby, if you knew me, that you'll understand me. And, that's their loss, your game, right?
God makes custom-made blessings.
Yes, and it's custom-made for us.
There's some doors that God does not open.
Yes.
Because when God allows the enemy to close the door, God can open up a window.
Every time. But one thing people forget to understand, that when you be faithful to God, God is always faithful to you. And you've been faithful to him because you're seeing the fruit of your faithfulness in this season. Because you know what? God had to say, can he trust you? Because a lot of times God knows he can't trust you.
Yes, that's right.
But when you show God he can trust you, he's ready to open it up for you.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Pastor. I cannot wait to continue to celebrate all God is doing. I cannot wait to see how God blow it up on Dalewood, all because of your faithfulness in your heart. And blessings to your wife. Listen, I am your girl, Dr. Telisa Franklin. Know that I love you, baby. Absolutely, positively love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Make this day, make this moment, make this second the best ever. And learn how to be what? The best version of you. Why? Because everybody else is already taken. Until next time, be blessed.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
Show
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa Show.
It's time for an upgrade. Let's upgrade your skincare routine. If you suffer from acne scars, dark spots, or severe hyperpigmentation, you need the Tones by Coco Brightening Moisturizer, Rapid Dark Spot Corrector, and you have to try our Kojic Acid Sea Moss Soap. These products work so fast, you can see results in just 7 days. You have to try. Shop now and get 10% off your first order at tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
Show
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's a
Show.
story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel here at the Dr. Telisa Show.